Hi, okay. Hi guys, good morning. Good morning everyone. Good morning and welcome to Cytron's webinar series. I hope you have a great morning. Should I say welcome back? Welcome back to Cytron's webinar series. My name is Adrian and today we have a special guest. His name is Alhamed, right? Marman Alhamed. Alhamed is from UMP. He's originated from Saudi Arabia and he's a student in UMP, currently studying his mechatronics bachelor. He's in his third year and right now he's an intern in Cytron Technologies. So Alhamed, say good morning.
Hi, good morning everyone.
Yeah, I think we have more and more people coming in right now. So before we begin, let's talk a bit more, all right, on what's the topic for today. Okay, so today we'll focus more on sharing about REKA bit. So Alhamed, he is an intern in Cytron Technologies and he's been working on a lot of projects relating to REKA bit. If you have seen his video on our YouTube channel, so far he has done a couple of REKA bit projects, and if you haven't, we will share the link to you in later this session. So I hope you will learn something from today's session. I won't be demonstrating. I will be talking more over here today. Today, most of the presentation will be done by Alhamed, Mr. Alhamed. So he will be explaining to you what is REKA bit. And I believe this is our first session about REKA bit. So please, like every other Cytron's webinar series, we encourage you to ask us questions. If you are in YouTube, drop your comments on the right side. If you are in Facebook, drop your comments at the bottom. We will try to answer you as fast as possible between our transition period from different topic. We will try to answer your questions. All right, so I'm going to pass the floor to Mr. Alhamed. He will take over from here, and yeah, let's get started. Alhamed, to you.
Yes. Hi everyone, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today in this webinar. Thank you, Adrian, for having me today. I hope that I can share my experience with you in a short time, in a fun way, and I hope that you can learn a lot today. So, without further ado, let's see what is the content of today's webinar. So, today we will go through several points, okay, about REKA bit. First of all, we're gonna talk about what is REKA bit, okay? And after we get familiar with REKA bit, we will discover more about the features of the REKA bit. And after that, we will be doing unboxing for the REKA bit. And after I show you what the box contain, everything, we will be doing a demonstration, which will be about programming the REKA bit and discovering its extension. And after we've done this, I will suggest to you a couple of ways that will help you get started with REKA bit, and then we will sum up all these points, okay? So let's begin. What is REKA bit? Before we answer this question, let's ask another question. What is microbit? Okay, so in order to know what is REKA bit, we should know first what is microbit. And let me brief to you what is microbit. Microbit is this black microcontroller in the middle. It's a small computer that have buttons, sensors like temperature sensor, LED, touch sensor, input, output, compass, Bluetooth, microphone, really great features in this small components, okay? And the microbit was designed to help the kids, okay, and encourage them to enter the programming world, to learn them how to, or teach them how to do the basic codes and the programming skills, okay? So if the microbit does all these great things, why do we need a REKA bit, right? So let me answer this. REKA bit is a powerful mini board, okay, that helps the kids and the beginner to get started with microbit for many reasons. First of all, the REKA bit have DC power supply. REKA bit comes with 2 terminal DC motor terminals, okay, and 4 ports for the servo motor. Also, the REKA bit, and this is a really good thing, it takes out the pins of the microbit to the groove ports over here, which is make it really easier for the user to connect it to the sensors, okay? And also it has 2 LED over here with RGB colors, okay? And also we have digital input and output status, okay? This is the overview about the REKA bit, okay? And after we get a little bit familiar with REKA bit, let's now talk more about its amazing features, shall we? Okay, there you go. As you can see, we have many things contained in this small board. I will go through it one by one, okay? I will start with the left corner side. We have a power input, okay? This can supply a voltage which can range from 3.6 volt to 6 volt maximum, okay? And of course, in the middle, we'll be having the microbit. Right after we have on and off switch. Next to it, we have 3 LED. The first one is the power LED, which will indicate whether the REKA bit is switched on or off. Next to it, we have low voltage LED, and this one will be turned on if the voltage supply is less than 3.6, okay? And we have over voltage LED, and this one will be turned on if the voltage supply is over than 7 volt, okay? And in this point comes, okay, like if the voltage is more than 7 volt, the power supply will be cut it off from the DC motor terminals and the servo ports, okay? And this is like for safety matter. Okay, after that we have two LED, comes with RGB colors, and in between them we have 6 groove ports. Okay, the first 5 of them can work with the sensors, okay, just fine, and the last one is suitable to connect the LCD screen. Okay, each one of them have ground, voltage, and 2 pins. All right, and on the right side we have digital input and output status. Okay, so it can help you indicate which pin you are using. Okay, and it can be helpful to troubleshooting your code later on. Great, isn't it? So right after we have the DC motor terminals on the right side, and it comes with it 2 things. We have motor status LED, all right, to show you the status of the motor, and also we can test the motor, okay, using these buttons, and we will be showing that all in a moment. Okay, and in the right corner we have the servo ports. We have 4 of them. This is pretty much the features of the REKA bit. Now we will take a closer look to the REKA bit. I will go through this again with you so you can have a better picture about it. Okay, so let's now open the box of REKA bit. Or before that, is there any question? Any question you want to ask about the features or about what is REKA bit? Or shall we continue with the unboxing? If there is no question, I believe I can proceed with making unboxing. Okay, maybe later you come up with question. Okay, so I will ask Adrian to give me the whole pictures. Okay, this is the box of the REKA bit. Okay, it's a small size, really compact. Okay, this is the front side of it. This is the back side. Here we have the two sides. Okay, this is the top side of it, and this is the back side. Okay, so here it labeled for us what's the box contain. Okay, we have the REKA bit for sure, and we have USB power and data cable, and we have a battery holder which comes with AA size, and we have a small or mini screwdriver. Okay, and here like small blank you can write your name. This REKA bit belongs to Alhamed, or your name one day. Okay, so now let's open together the box. Let me change the angle. Yeah, so this is what the box will contain. Okay, we have the components over here. On this side it shows us how to add the REKA bit extension on Make Code webpage. Okay, which I will be showing you all this in a moment. Okay, let's now take the components one by one together. First of all, we have this battery holder, okay, with AA size, and then we have 3 groove cables. Okay, comes along with the package. I know it's not listed, but if you have the REKA bit, you will have these groove cables too. As you can see here, each one have 4 wires. I hope it's clear. Okay, and then we will be having this cable, okay, to transfer the data, this one to the microbit, and this one to power up the REKA bit. Okay, and also we will be having a screwdriver, okay, to release the DC motor terminals. Okay, and lastly we will be having the REKA bit. This is how the REKA bit looks like. It's really small, really compact, and it has many features. Okay. Yeah, before this, we have the manual here, and also in the bottom side we have, yeah, it shows the feature also, as I shown you before. This is what's at the bottom side of the box. Now let's take a closer look to the REKA bit. Okay guys, on the back side, again, you can write your name here. I hope it's clear. Yeah, this REKA bit belongs to you. Okay, you can write your name. It's really cool. And this is the REKA bit board. Okay, I will go through the features one by one. Okay, again, this is the power DC jack. Okay, here we have the, yeah, here we have the switch on, the on and off switch. Next to it we have the LED to indicate the status of it. At the bottom side we have two LED. Each one is labeled with a number. Here is the left side is labeled with number 0, and the right side is labeled with number 1. Okay, and this will help us to program each one of them. Okay, to give each one of them like a specific color. All right, we will go through this all in a minute. Okay, at the downside we have the groove ports, 6 of them, and here also we have the digital status. Okay, here we have the DC motor terminals with the buttons over here, and over here at the corner we have the servo ports. Okay, now I will show you how to program the REKA bit, how cool can be the REKA bit together. Okay, so before I come back to the slides, let's start by trying out the DC motor. Okay, shall we? So I already have here the DC motor. Okay, it attached with the fan, 2 wires. Okay, I will be using the screwdriver that comes with the box. I will release it, the terminals, that way. I will connect the red wire in here. Okay, the black one will be over here. Okay, now our DC motor is attached to the terminal. Okay, for the next step, I will be connecting the cable, okay, both of the data cable and the power, okay, to the laptop. Okay, this is for the microbit, so we can program it, and this is to power up the REKA bit board. Okay, now guys, let's move to the website that can help us program the REKA bit. Okay, so in order to program the REKA bit, and you are a very beginner, like you have no idea about the microbit, how to work with it, make code like is a really easy way to program the microbit. And what can make it much more easier is the extension of the REKA bit. So for the first step, we will go to make code webpage, and then we will add the extension of the REKA bit, which can make the dealing with the microbit much easier. All right, so let's go to make code webpage. This is how it looks like.
Okay, before we continue with the make code, I think we have some questions.
Yeah, sure.
Let's look at the question here. Right. It's just a simple one. Is that microbit V2
Yeah,
in
this
the
is
REKA bit?
version 2, yeah,
Yeah.
V2.
Yes.
Like,
So yeah.
it comes
Okay.
with the microphone. Yeah, it has more features than the V1.
All right.
Which, by the way, the REKA bit can be work with a microbit V1 and V2. There's no problem with that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's
Yeah.
all. You can
Thanks for the
continue.
feature. Okay. Now, let's open Make Code, this web page. If you open it, you can go down there and you will see many tutorials, many projects. Okay, you can discover really easy. You can find discover that by your own self. I will make a new project. I will call it REKA test, for example. Okay, this is the interface of the make code. It's really easy, really simple. We have three parts. Okay, here's the area which will do the coding, okay, or the block coding. In the middle here we have manage categories. We can select from it, and on the left side we have the microbit, which will be like a preview. Whatever we do in here can be previewed here in the left side, okay. Which, by the way, we can program the microbit or the REKA bit using either the blocks or using the JavaScript or Python language. But of course, the easiest way will be using the blocks. So I will go through these categories one by one if I have more time. But now I will focus more on the REKA bit extension, okay? So to add the REKA bit extension, we will go over here to this icon. We'll click on extensions, and on this search bar, we will search for REKA bit. We will have this one. We will simply click on it, and there you have it. This is the REKA bit extension, okay? So before this, just I will go through these two blocks real quick. On start, whatever we put on here, like it will run for one time. For every block, anything we put it inside this block will keep loading and running in the background, okay? So let's click on REKA bit and see what we have over here. It's really simple, really compact. It has the DC motor category, okay, to play around with the DC motor. And we have the servo motors, okay. And also we have RGB LED, okay. I will go through it one by one. So now bear with me and let's try the DC motor. Okay, I will take this block and drag it over here and forever loop. If we click this one, I can select which terminal am I using, whether it's the first terminal or the second one, or maybe both of them. I can select all, okay? Next to it, I can choose at what direction should the DC motor move, okay? Either forward or backward. And also I can adjust the speed of the DC motor, okay? It range from 0 until 255, okay? So let me make it 35, okay? And then I will make a delay for 2 seconds, okay? And then I will drag the block of the DC motor again, but this time I will let it move in the backward direction, okay? And I will choose the speed to be 160, okay? I will add another delay, okay, for 2 seconds again. And for the last, block, I want the DC motor to stop, okay, for 2 seconds. So brake motor will do that for us. Again, I will add a delay, okay. So yeah, now this simple code can be worked with the DC motor, as simple as that. Now let's download it and see what will happen with the DC motor. Or before that, before we download this code, I forgot to show you that we can test the DC motor, okay, by using these buttons, okay, next to the terminal, okay. If we just click on it, oops, yeah, the DC motor will move. I hope it's clear. Yeah, just by clicking on this test button, yeah, we can test the DC motor. The first button will move it on the forward direction to the maximum speed, okay, and the second button will move it in the backward direction. This is without programming anything, just come with the REKA bit, okay. Now I will download the code that we just make, and let's see what will happen with the DC motor. Okay, now it's downloading. See? Yeah. At the beginning, it moved forward at 35 speed, and then after 2 seconds, it moved backward at a speed of 160, and then after 2 seconds, the DC motor will break. Okay? Yeah. So yeah, the REKA bit extension make it really easy to work with the DC motor, as you can see. Okay, great. Now we're getting more familiar about how to deal with the DC motor. Now let's try the servo motor, shall we? Let me take this out and try the servo, or the servo motor, yeah. Over here, I have servo motor, okay. I will connect it to the first port, or I can choose whatever I like, but of course I will choose the first one. This is our servo motor. Now we will program together the servo motor, which is the same way like the DC motor. Is really easy. So this time we will not working with the delay, I will work with the buttons of the microbit. So let's delete all that. Okay, on this category input, I will drag on button A, which means if we click button A, we will do the following. What we will do, we will set the servo, okay. Servo, we can choose either port 1, 2, 3, 4, or all of them, okay. So I will set servo 1 to angle 90, okay, for example. And again, I will take, if we click button B, I want the servo motor to be moved to angle, let's say, 35. Okay, so if we click button A, the servo motor will go to position 90 degree. Button B will move it back to position 36. Okay, let's try this out. I'm downloading the code now to the REKA bit. Okay. Okay, let's see now if we switch on the REKA bit. Button A will move it to 90 degree. See? Button B will set it back to 36 angle, okay? Yeah. See? Just by clicking that, we are controlling the servo motor. Really easy, really straightforward, like you will face no difficulty with making that. Great. Now it's time to work with the LED, okay? And I like working with the LED because it's really colorful, have many colors we can choose, okay? We can adjust the brightness. Let me show you, okay? I will take the servo motor back, and now let's get back to the netcode web page. Okay, I will leave the buttons. Let's work with the buttons, okay? Okay, let's go to the third category, which is the LED. We can adjust the brightness of the LED, okay? We can set both of the LED at one command, one block, or we can choose each one of them to have specific color, okay? And if you don't like to choose the color that way, maybe you can use it with its name, red, yellow, whatever. Okay, this one I will get back to it. So let's set the brightness. Once we press the button here, let's set the brightness of the LED to 25, okay? Or let's say 50, yeah. And I want both of the LED, okay, to give us a blue color, okay? As you can see here, we have many colors, 16 colors, I believe, yeah. So I will let it show us a blue color, okay? And if we press button B, okay, I want to set back the brightness to be to not 255. I'm telling you, just setting the brightness to 150 is already like really bright, okay? Which is it really good in the REKA bit. So I will make it 150. This time I want to set each LED with a specific color, okay? So this will be, okay, this will be LED labeled with number 0, okay? So I want this to be red, okay? This one I want it to be red, already set. And same time, I want the second one over here, LED number 1, okay, to be, okay, let's change it to number 1, to be with green color, okay? Great. Before we download this code, how about we switch off the LED together, okay? All the LED. So we will have another button. Let's say if we click both of the A and B buttons together, we want to switch off all the LED, which is it, clear all RGB pixels, okay? This command will switch off all the LED. Great. Now let's try out what will happen with the REKA bit. Let's download it. I believe, yeah, I'll show you that way. I think it's ready now. Okay, if we press button A, the brightness will be 51 and we will be having blue color, okay? So this is button A. See what will happen. There we have it. Now the brightness is 51. It's already bright, really bright, okay? And if we click button B, this one will be red and this one will be green. Let's see. As you can see here, yeah. A will make it blue, B will make this one red, this one will make it green. And if we click both of these buttons A and B, this will switch off the LED. See? If I click it both, we'll switch off the LED. Yeah, and if you can notice with the button B over here, yeah, you can see the brightness it changed, right? Yeah, great. So now we just learned about how to program the DC motor, how to program the servo motor, how to work with the LED. Now I will show you how to work with the groove ports. Okay, so over here I have ultrasonic sensor, this one. I will connect it to the REKA bit. Okay, you can switch it off. Okay, I will be using this groove cable. Okay, I will connect it to the first groove port. Okay, and if you notice, once we connect it, okay, we will be having this digital status. Okay, shows that, like, wait, let's connect it to ultrasonic first. Okay, so will be connected the ground pin. This one will be here. Echo will be P0, and yeah, see now, once I connect the ultrasonic to the groove port, you will notice I hope it's clear. Yeah, the LED over here switch on, which means that, yeah, we already connected pin 1. Okay, this will make it easier for us to troubleshoot the code and to know which port we are using now. Cool, isn't it? Okay, now let's work with the ultrasonic. Let's program it. Okay, in order to work with the ultrasonic, I will add another extension called Sonar. Okay. This one. And first of all, I will make a variable. This is the Sonar extension being added. I will make a variable. Let's call it Sonic. Okay. Sonic. Yeah. So I will set the Sonic to the pins we have from the extension. Okay. The trigger pin is connected to pin 1. Okay. An echo pin is connected to B0. Okay. And I will change the unit of the ultrasonic to centimeter. Okay. Right after, I will be showing in the LED, okay, LED display of the microbit, I will be showing the distance. Okay. So I will go here, show number, and over here I will be showing the variable Sonic. Okay. So now let's download the code and try it together. Okay, as you can see here, if I change the distance of the object to the ultrasonic, the distance will be changed on the microbit. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, these groove ports are making working with the sensor really easy, better than working with the microbit itself. Okay. And yeah, this reminds me that I didn't show you how to connect the REKA bit to the microbit. Okay. So let me take it out. Okay, just a second. Actually, we can take out the microbit this way. Okay, you can see it's a really small size computer. Okay, and this is the REKA bit itself. If you notice, the microbit comes with these input ports, but it's not really convenient, okay, to deal with it. So what I really like about the REKA bit is that it comes with the groove ports. It makes it really easier for the kids and the users, okay, to deal with the sensors using the groove ports. So I will attach this back this way. Yeah. So let me power up the REKA bit again. And there is also another way, a cool way, that if we touch, sorry, yeah, if we touch this side on the REKA bit, we can have the digital status will be turned on, as you can see. Can you see the LED over here can be changed? Yeah, I believe this will tell us whether the REKA bit is connected probably to the REKA bit or not. See, just by touching this side, yeah, we can know. So I believe this is pretty much about the REKA bit, how to deal with its features. Okay. Do we have time? I think we have 10 minutes more.
Yeah, we have
will not
extra
go through
time.
these categories, but I'm really sure if you search about it, it's really simple to learn. And yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think we have extra time. So if there's any questions from the floor, now is the time. You can ask questions. Drop your questions for Alhamed. He will try to answer you. I think we have one already. Let's take a look. And the coding is same like Scratch. Is the coding same like Scratch?
Yeah, pretty much the same. It's about blocking.
Yeah.
Drag the blocks. Yeah, really easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
me myself, once I get started with the REKA bit, I had no idea about the block code, but once I get started, just open the interface. Yeah, it was really easy for me. I didn't even need someone to teach me or anything because it's really demonstrated. And if you want to follow some tutorials on the YouTube, that of course will make it really easier for you to follow and code your REKA bit or microbit.
All right, we have another question here. Is there any other advanced sensor we can use for REKA bit? Any other examples of sensors?
Oh, let's see. Yeah, I have I have DH11 sensor, the temperature sensor. I can show you. Yeah. Okay. You want us to try this out, the temperature sensor together?
I think our time is also quite limited. That will take some time, but it's possible to use with this one, humidity sensor.
Any sensor you have. The MacCode webpage have many extensions can be dealt with any sensor you have, pretty much. Yeah. And this
I
one
think
can
a lot of growth sensors, right? As long as the sensors have the growth connectors and it supports 3.3 volt, you can give it a try, right? Especially for those analog and digital sensors, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
All right. Let's see. Who are you? I think we don't have any more serious questions. But again, guys, if you have questions related to REKA bit, please drop your comment. Okay, we got one question already. This is the real question here. What difference is REKA bit with EduBit?
Okay, this is a good question actually. Okay. The main difference, okay, let's say REKA bit and EduBit share in one thing. It's making working with microbit much easier, okay? But if we speak about the difference between them, REKA bit, it will be compact, okay, smaller size than the Edo bit. REKA bit comes in one piece, okay. There in edu bit, we can snap out the extension that come with it. In edu bit, that comes with the potentiometer, comes with IR sensors, comes with buttons. Here in REKA bit is much more smaller, comes in one piece, okay, compact already. REKA bit have 4 servo ports, where in edu bit have 3 servo ports. Yeah, this is what's in my mind at the moment.
Yeah.
But they share the same concept, which simplifying working with microbit.
Yes. I believe both have their own different features.
Yeah.
Right. In terms of the footprint and the size of it, the EduBit, it has more things, already pre-built. So you just plug in and program.
Yeah.
The sensors are all there. But for REKABit, you have to connect the sensors, which means that you need to know what you need for the REKABit when you want to use the REKABit. And EduBit is like, here it is, go program A, B, C, D, all the sensors. Right? That's why there's a book with EduBit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's see. Do we have any other questions? All right. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
If we find any other REKABit questions, then we'll put it in. But
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
back to you.
Okay, we almost finished now.
Okay.
If you are a beginner, okay, with microbit or REKABit, there is no problem, okay. There is many project tutorials, you can find it in the YouTube, okay. You can check Citron channel itself. There is a lot of tutorials dealing with the microbit. Me myself, I already make 3 tutorials about the REKABit, and there is another coming more, okay. You can check microbit webpage, have many projects and tutorials. Citron tutorial webpage also have documentation for the project you can follow up, Hackstar and Instructables, okay. All these will help you to make your first step with the REKABit. It's really easy, really simple, like you will face no difficulty dealing with the REKABit. Okay, so I believe we cover almost everything about the REKABit. We started by explaining what is REKABit, and then we go through the features of the REKABit. We talk about it in details. Then we make an unboxing for REKABit. I have shown to you what's the box contain. And then we make a demonstration about programming the REKABit, and I'll show you how easy is that, really simple, and of course using its extension, right? And then I suggest to you some of the sources that you can follow to get started with REKABit. Yeah, I think that's all for me. Thank you so much for your time and listening. Now I will pass it to Adrian.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Ahmed, for the sharing. I find it very interesting. You cover most of the details from every single component of the REKABit, the features, DC motor, servo motor, and also the LED, even the extension. I think you basically cover most of the stuff, except for so many sensors. There are a lot of sensors that can be used with the REKABit. Yeah. So great. Thanks, Ahmed. Thank you for sharing again. Guys, if you are interested to learn more, like what Mr. Alhamed he mentioned, you can go to YouTube, go to Citron tutorial, go to different pages. I'm gonna drop the links of videos that Alhamed did in the past few weeks, projects for REKABit. I'm gonna drop in the comment right now so that you can have a look and see how easy it is to build your own project using a REKABit. At the moment, I think we don't have more questions, but we do have comments, and some questions are actually more for the CGL today certificate. And certificate will come later on at the end of this session. All right, stay with us. All right, be patient, stay with us. And one question, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to take this, or I can take this too? Railroad Micro Vero Micro is actually a mobile microbit. You know, it comes with a vehicle body. It's also an extension, and the outlook itself is different already with REKA. Vero Micro have wheels. REKA doesn't have wheels. So, but both of them are extensions for the microbit. All right, just bear in mind that both of them are different, serve different purpose, control different features, but they are the extension of microbit. And then let's see. Some people hope to see the use of Bluetooth. Yeah, I think something that we can work on.
Yeah.
Right, maybe the next
I
video.
might work on a project that using the Bluetooth. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
The powerful extension. Yeah.
Yeah. So stay tuned, lah. All right. Keep in view. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If we will be developing on those projects, and yeah, we'll be sharing it over there. I think the one thing good about the microbit V2 is that it comes with a lot of extra features, right? Built in, like the touch sensor thing,
and the microphone.
Yeah. Microphone too.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's see. Before I continue the slides, I'm gonna read through some of the comments. Which one is more reasonable to buy? I would say it depends on what's your application or what you want to do with it. If you want to teach a class and you need a book, EduBit is best. If you want to build a project, a simple project for students, then REKA is also a good option. Right? It's a cheaper option too. So I'm going to leave the link for REKA in the comment section. You do go and visit these links, check out the features, do some comparison, and then yeah, you can decide from there. But the options are not many, right? There's EduBit, REKA, and then yeah, basically there's these two main under the spotlight lah. So do check it out. All right, I'm gonna share the link here. And yeah, I think that covers all the questions for now. So again, thank you, Ahmed. Thank you for doing the sharing today. We hope to see you in the next few webinars. Right? And we really enjoy your detailed explanation from this webinar. So thank you very much. Right, I'll take it from here. Thank you again. Thank you. All right, guys. I know you are waiting for the certificate of participation, and I am very thankful for you to join our session today and stay with us until the end of this session. We are reaching an end already. A bit about what's coming up next in our future webinar. Next week, we will learn to build your own Scratch game with microbit. This session is going to be conducted by Diego Sharil. He will be sharing with you on how you can, build your games using microbit. So if you are interested, or even if your students are learning microbit and learning Scratch a little bit on both, do join him, as he will be guiding you, demonstrating the methods on building these games. Bear in mind that this session is also in BM. So yeah, I hope to see you next week as well, right, from Diego Sharil. And the week after that will be from Dr. Ruslani. This is a very special session from Dr. Ruslani. So Dr. Ruslani, she's the author of the microbit, one of the microbit books, right? And also she also developed an author for the Maker Uno book. So she'll be introducing to you how you can teach your kids coding, how to introduce coding to kids. This is the week after, 28 August, Saturday, same time. Okay, you can go into this link, bookmark this live session. So stay tuned for our future webinar series. And of course, this session is recorded. If you want to rewatch what Alhamed have gone through in this session, if you join in late, it's okay. You can always go back to our YouTube channel and rewatch this live. All right. Okay, great. Next slide. So of course, we are building a community of junior makers. Means that for students who are interested in learning programming, learn how to build projects, build stuff, we are gathering all these students that shares the same passion. Do join us in our Telegram group. It's called the Junior Makers Assemble. Means We're assembling all the junior makers together. Scan and join our Telegram group or save this link. We will see you there. If you have questions or from your students that have difficult questions that they want to, find out answers, they need help, they need support from Citron or from the community, ask the questions in this group. All right, this group is meant to support the students. And we understand that, when some students, they can advance very fast. So to support the teacher in educating the students in the STEM field, we are also using this group to help the students as well. So join us. And yeah, next slide. So last but not least, I know you have been waiting for this. This is the link for the feedback. If you have feedback, you have something you want to say, you want to share, or you want to tell Alhamed, you are our presenter for today, do drop us a feedback in this link. You can scan and drop us a feedback. I'm also going to share the link in the comment section here. Once you complete this feedback, make sure you fill in the right name, the correct email, and you will receive the certificate of participation for today's session. All right. Drop us a feedback, fill in the form, then you will receive the certificate. Okay. So I just dropped the link in the comment section. This link will close at 1 p.m. today. So make sure you fill in the link before 1 o'clock. And thank you again for joining us. It's been a wonderful morning with Mr. Alhamed. I'm going to pull you in again. All right. It's been a great morning.
Yeah.
Thank you again for doing this session.
Thank you for those who come. I really enjoy my time teaching you, and I hope that you learned a lot from today's webinar. And I'm really excited to joining you again in the upcoming webinars. Yeah.
Great. All right. So thank you, and I will see all of you next Saturday. All right. Thank you for joining us. See you again. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.